Ma'am, I can't find my daddy. The small voice trembled through the falling snow. Vivian Lancaster stopped mid-stride, her designer heels sinking into the white powder. She turned to see a little girl in a red dress, no more than 4 years old, standing alone near the edge of the winter woods. Snowflakes caught in the child's honey-colored braids. Her blue eyes were wide, shimmering with unshed tears. Vivian knelt down slowly, her cream coat pooling around her. "Sweetheart, where did you last see him?" The girl pointed toward the forest with a tiny mittened hand. He went to find the music tree." Something in those words made Vivian's breath catch. She glanced at the darkening woods, then back at the child's frightened face. Without hesitation, she took the small hand in hers. "Then let's find him together. What's your name?" Lily Brennan." Vivian stood, still holding Lily's hand. "I'm Vivian, and we're going to find your daddy, I promise." They moved toward the tree line, Lily's fingers gripping tighter with each step. The corporate world Vivian had built, board meetings, fashion shows, quarterly reports, suddenly felt impossibly distant. Here was only snow, silence, and a child's trust placed in a stranger's hand. "My daddy's an artist," Lily whispered as they entered the woods. "He paints music. Mommy used to sing to me, but she's in heaven now." Vivian's heart clenched. She'd spent years building walls around herself, focusing only on success, on proving she could lead her late grandfather's company. Her parents worried she'd forgotten how to connect, how to feel. Now, holding this child's hand, something long frozen began to crack. "Does your daddy sing to you now?" Vivian asked gently, scanning the shadows between the pines. "He sometimes, but he cries when he does. I hear him at night." They walked deeper into the woods, following small boot prints in the fresh snow. Vivian called out, her voice carrying through the stillness. "Hello, Mr. Brennan?" Minutes passed like hours. The prince led them to a frozen creek where a man sat on a fallen log, his head in his hands. His dark jacket was dusted with snow. Beside him lay a sketchbook, pages fluttering in the wind. "Daddy!" Lily broke free and ran to him. The man's head snapped up. Nathan Brennan, 33, with paint-stained fingers and exhausted eyes. He caught Lily in his arms, burying his face in her hair. "Lily, God, Lily, I'm sorry. I couldn't." Vivian approached slowly, understanding dawning. This wasn't a father who'd lost his child. This was a father who'd lost himself. "I brought help, Daddy," Lily said softly, looking back at Vivian. Nathan met Vivian's eyes over his daughter's head. Embarrassment, grief, and gratitude warred across his face. Thank you. I didn't mean to. I just came out here to think, and I lost track of time. Lily must have followed me." "I was scared. You've been sad for so long." Vivian saw the sketchbook, pages filled with musical notes painted in watercolor, each one a different shade of heartbreak. She recognized that kind of art. Her own mother had been a musician before marriage, before giving up dreams for family expectations. "Your work is beautiful," Vivian said quietly, picking up the notebook with careful hands. Nathan stood slowly, Lily still clinging to him. "It's all I have left of her, of Emma. She was a musician. Every painting is a song she used to play, but lately I can't hear the music anymore. I can only hear the silence." The wind picked up, and Vivian noticed Lily shivering. Without thinking, she unbuttoned her coat and wrapped it around the child's shoulders.
Let's get you both somewhere warm." But Nathan didn't move. "I don't know how to do this anymore, how to be enough for her. Emma knew all the songs, all the stories. I'm failing her." "You're here," Vivian said firmly. "You're here, and she came looking for you because she matters to you. That's not failing." Something shifted in Nathan's expression. "I haven't left the house in weeks, except for this. I thought coming to where Emma and I used to walk would help me remember how to feel something other than empty, but I just made my daughter worry about me instead." Lily looked up at her father. "Daddy, you don't have to be Mommy. You just have to be you. I love you." The simple truth of it broke something open. Nathan's eyes filled with tears, and he held his daughter tighter. Vivian felt her own eyes burning. This was what she'd been missing, this raw, honest connection. Her success meant nothing if she couldn't feel, couldn't reach out to another human being in need. "Mr. Brennan, Nathan," she said carefully, "I run a fashion design company, but my mother was a concert pianist before she had me. She gave it up, and I always wondered if she regretted it. Watching you, your art shouldn't die because grief makes it hard to create, and Lily shouldn't grow up thinking love means suffering and silence." Nathan looked at her, really looked, for the first time. "Who are you?" "Someone who needed to remember what matters," Vivian said honestly. "Come on, let me drive you both home. And maybe we could talk about music, about art, about moving forward while still honoring what you've lost." As they walked back through the darkening woods, Lily between them, Vivian realized kindness wasn't about grand gestures. It was about stopping when you heard a small voice asking for help. It was about holding a stranger's hand in the darkness. It was about seeing someone's pain and not looking away. Over the following months, an unexpected friendship grew. Vivian helped Nathan find galleries for his musical paintings. He taught her to see beauty in vulnerability. Lily's laughter filled spaces in all their lives they hadn't known were empty. Vivian's parents watched their daughter transform, softening, opening, finally bringing her full heart into her world. One winter evening, as snow fell softly outside Vivian's downtown loft, where Nathan was installing his first major exhibition, Lily tugged at her sleeve. "Miss Vivian, thank you for finding us that day." Vivian knelt down, eye level with the child who'd changed everything. "Sweetheart, I think you found me." Nathan approached, putting his hand on his daughter's shoulder. "She's right. We were both lost that day. You showed us the way back." "We showed each other," Vivian said softly. "That's what kindness does. It doesn't just save one person, it saves everyone brave enough to offer it." Outside, the city glowed with winter lights. Inside, 3 people who'd been strangers now stood together, warmed by the simple truth that reaching out, even to someone you don't know, can change everything. The music had returned to Nathan's paintings, brighter than before. And Vivian had found something more valuable than any business success: the courage to let her heart lead. In a world that often feels cold and disconnected, sometimes all it takes is one person stopping to help, one person choosing compassion over convenience, one small voice asking for help, and one open heart brave enough to answer.